steps up.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're underway. Villarreal have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs. But if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
There's a probing ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Turkey clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And this is Pele. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Cruyff. Well, we all know of Johan Cruyff as the father of total football, but what can we expect from him on the pitch, Jim?
He'll be the conductor.
And Shevchenko! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's won Cruyff! And he's managed to get rid.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, that is a nice touch. He has found a way through. Varane did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's intervened well there. Nice looking ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Baresi makes the interception. The referee's awarded a free kick. Park Ji-sung. It's Pele! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Dida herring after the ball here. Not the most accurate pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Pele. Out to the right. Played back in. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. So it is still 0-0.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Turkey have it back and can go again. Oh, super ball! That has not gone well. It's Park Ji-sung. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Pele. Seedorf. can see things others simply cannot. Oh, that's a key interception. Tele, Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, he's found support out wide. He gets big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Now it's Gattuso. He's picked his way through. An uncompromising challenge. Turkey with the corner. They're first. Villarreal are looking to go forward now. Zanetti demonstrating his defensive quality there. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Villarreal do have a chance to counter here. Cruyff takes a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Cruyff clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
They've got to be quick to recover this. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Shevchenko. Gattuso. And he's quick to snatch it back. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he plays one through. Del Piero. It's a mighty effort! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're up.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Here we go again. So neither side has yet broken through. Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him!
Surprise, surprise, who else? The ideal time and the ideal man to do it. This is going to liven up the second half.
And that really is so impressive. Turkey have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Seedorf. Looking for a runner. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rijkaard. It's a searching pass. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Seedorf. Aimed beyond the defence.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Tries to play it through. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now, he's got space here. Park Ji-sung. Makaleli.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
It's a promising run he's making on the right. Now it's Hullet. Zanetti. Zanetti eases the ball away from him. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Park Ji-sung. Now the header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 8 serán sustituidos por el dorsal
So, Jim, what are you
4.
thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
That has ended up in no man's land. Now somewhat off target. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Cruyff, and it's been played through. That is good alertness. Well, nicely intercepted. Cannavaro. Nicely weighted ball. Hullet is in a really good position out wide.
Cambio de jugadores.
Turkey perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Zanetti hurtling down that right flank. Turkey have, after this, one further opportunity. He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He's cut it out. Now it's Pele.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's through here. And this is Hullet. And he decides to cross it.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right
Se va
now.
a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he's picked it up out wide. He's found the way through. Dida deals with that nice and simple. That has been cut short. And it's Cruyff. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Zanetti. Now it's Pelé. Pelé finds himself offside. Now it's Puskas. Strokes it back. Kaka. Pirlo is always looking to break lines. Pass is just off target. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Turkey.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Christian Abbiati in goal today. Just another example of a great Italian stopper. My goodness me, they've produced a few.
They have, and like some of the current crop, he's someone who's starred at the top level since his teens, Peter. Also proved himself to be a symbol of longevity and consistency.
Maldini. Can he get it through? Abiati breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Tonali, oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Fermin. Tonali. Pele. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Rui Costa. Drogba. Can he get on the end of this? Rui Costa. He's cut it out. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Tonali is onto this. Looking for the run. Pele! Goal! Turkey! And Turkey take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Turkey are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
He gets big! Pinches it off him. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And the counter is on. Tonali. Pele touches it back. Neatly clipped into space. Chance! He scores! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there.
It's Drogba! Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. And that's one back. The time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
It reached its target, but it was almost stopped from maybe good goalkeeping homework.
Fenerbahce get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Oh, what a climb! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And he's intervened well there. Threads one in. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Played out to the right. He is through here. Fired. Climbs up big. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Drogba really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's McAllister. Rijkaard. McAllister unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pullet. Pullet goes on a charge down the left. Fermin. Played backwards here.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Now it's Pullet. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rui Costa. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! Fenerbahce are back on level terms.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. Adams. And he's being shifted off it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Pele.
Pele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's on it, can he get away?
2 added minutes
Forwards
has
and
been
with
indicated.
intent. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That is good alertness. Yamal is someone who... And there is the half-time whistle. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully
Hello,
set up
attendees.
for the
This
second
is
period
a
to
lost
follow.
children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information centre?
And that's the second half started. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Adams, Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. And it's Hullet. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cannavaro, McAllister, played out towards the right wing. Abiati punts it upfield. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Rui Costa showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Shevchenko! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Turkey with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Takes a shot! That is wonderful from Rijkaard!
As responses to a half-time team talk go, that tops the lot. Of course, it enhances his reputation, and it has to give this team a surge of belief, surely.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Ah, you've got to...
He rises! Oh, the ball, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Nicely weighted ball. Not much subtlety about that challenge. That's a foul, no two ways about it.
Well, that's called taking one for your team, because a one-on-one situation was about to develop. Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Look at the space here.
Turkey are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Oh, good spread. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. So we've reached the hour mark. Rui Costa. Yamal has it in a wide position. It's a mighty effort! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go and
the shots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Zanetti. Pele chips it through. Zanetti, he's found the way through. A lot of space ahead of him.
ragazzi.
What a throw in. Tonali, Odo. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Rijkaard.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He's picked his way through. Fermin hangs one in. Terrific against the crossbar. Goal, Turkey! And they've got their lead back. Shevchenko at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Well, tries a shot!
Siktir git ya. Allah siktir git ya.
And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, can he get onto this? Kaka. Now it's Hullet. Kaka. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And Shevchenko! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! He gave it plenty and some. Crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Turkey take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Messi. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has.
Ya siktir
And
git
that is
hakem
a
ya. Ya
huge
siktir
moment
git
in
ya.
the context of the game. To square things up. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, credit to the keeper. He read it, but succumbed to the placement.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay.
And that will be the final act. Magic. What a magical football match.
Rezalet
And
ötesi.
genuine respect all round. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And as you can see, we've already started here.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as dependable in the box as the man leading the line here.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
As prolific as they come, Peter, another Dutch predator who has such a desire to be on the end of anything that comes into the box. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's forced to go back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found a way through. He's having a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Turkey are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He's through and all alone! And there's the shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Dani Olmo. Oh, what a climb! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Succumbs to the pressure. Foot in. Milan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
And here's Shevchenko. Shevchenko, there's the shot! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Turkey are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Dani Olmo, pass is coming off in quick succession here. He shifted it to the flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Crossed into the middle. Ake getting this one clear. Camavinga. Valverde. Zanetti. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Looking to go deep. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Now it's Mbappe. Scholes is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Nicely weighted ball. Pings it across. That's a sharp pass. Now that's well seen too. And here's Mbappe. Dumfries. Oh, that's a fine interception. Scholes. And Dani Olmo. And he cuts out the supply. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And they win it back again. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Rijkaard takes control of it, and he's on the move. Odo. And here's Hullet. And it's Scholes. Big chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Dani Olmo.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And here's Dani Olmo. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Quality ball. Now it's Shevchenko. In with the challenge. A heavy challenge. And that's gone loose. Chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Turkey are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. And we are back underway. He's going to be disappointed with that. Valverde. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Neymar. Shevchenko. Okay. Turkey have got it back and they'll have another go.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Dani Olmo. Searching pass he's played there. Chance! It's hit the upright. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Scholes, who does have an assist to his name. Nicely spread. Oh, that's a key interception. Camavinga. Can he spark a counter here? Ake has it in a wide position. He has found the way through. Real chance! Corner number 2 then.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Passes short and sharp. Can he finish? He scores! And they are right back within touch. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Milan give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Turkey have their second corner now. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Milan are looking to go forward now. Now it's Valverde. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Shot, surely! In for the pieces! It's in! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. He's picked his way through.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
There's a look and place it forward. And it's Neymar. And this is Hullet. Hullet! It's hit the crossbar. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Mbappe! Cannavaro robs him of possession. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Odo, Turkey finding their passes. Threads one in. Kaká pinches it off him.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Hullet. Scholes. Shifted upfield. Now he's got space here. Shevchenko in acres of space out wide. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Dani Olmo. Now it's Mbappe. Dumfries picks it up out wide. And he's heaved it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again.
Cambio di giocatori.
And he's managed to gift it back. 5 minutes left on the clock. Van Nistelrooy. Nicely shaped ball. Defending of the desperate for it. Shapes to shoot! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Desperate defending required here. Keeper has taken decisive action.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Takes a shot! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And yes, it's him again. Turkey could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads.
Mbappe! Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Gets a good foot in there. 4 extra minutes added on. And that's it. It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Shevchenko picking up the man of the... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Turkey.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
Been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a withdrawn winger.
And he's had some wow moments along the way.
He excels.
Cruyff. That's a delicate pass. That has been slung wide. And it's Lopez. Oh, that was vital. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Goes for a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
That is so good. Such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Germany are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Turkey leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Picked out brilliant, shoots! Chouameni spread out to the left.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Can he get it through? Roberto Carlos hangs one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Fermin, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
First quarter of an hour gone. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Oh, he made it look a bit predictable.
Right to Lopez. Cruyff. Fermin. Now, can they get him away? And that's gone loose. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And it's Lopez.
Might want to be careful there.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Zanetti. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Hullet! What a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Pele! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Somewhat off target. Well, they could break here. 30 minutes gone. And that has put paid to that. Fermin. Otto calmly anticipates. Ah, that's a fine interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Mbappe, and he shoots! Germany are all square. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is...
Big chance! Pacho. Vermeer. Pele. There's the shot! Chance again. No.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Roberto Carlos. And he's intervened well there. Works it forward. Great ball if he can get there. He rises! Harmlessly behind.
Germany certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Rijkaard. Threads one in. And this is Shevchenko. Played out to the left flank.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Valverde. And back to the goalkeeper. Oh, Red, nice interception. And that has left him in a heap. And this is Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! He's scored! Reflections on the goal.
I love the technique.
And we've reached half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead
Ses
that by
denene.
no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Turkey are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. So off we go once more. Cruyff. And here's Hullet. And here's Shevchenko. It's a goal kick. Oh, good looking ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Clipped into space. Real chance! It's fallen kindly here. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Hullet certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That is a little undercooked. Now it's Messi. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Now he's off and running. Now, what about a counter-attack? It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Cruyff. Now it's Shevchenko. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Aimed beyond. And the finish! Oh, it's come loose. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
So we've reached the hour mark. Can he finish? He's got away with one there. Turkey looking to pass their way through. Knocks it into space. Now it's Hullet. And the shots! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Turkey have their second corner now. Germany are looking to go forward now. Now it's Mbappe. Decent chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Roberto Carlos! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Looking to go deep. Terrific header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
It's a pretty loose pass. Pele, he's beaten the last man. Varane with a fine tackle. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Substitution for Germany, number 11, Thurman. Coming on the field is number 21, Son Heung-min.
Well, it is clear to see that a foul. Yes, the referee's given it. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Hullet. That has not gone well. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Now this is a potential flashpoint, and the referee has his hands full. Hullet having a look. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. Roberto Carlos made a surge from full-back. As it turned out, unsuccessfully. Now it's Hullet. That is good alertness. Looking to play him in. And it's Son Heung-min. The final 5 minutes. That's a good run down the left. And here's Shevchenko. Odo, a picture of focus and alertness. Passing nice and neat. Cruyff has cut it out.
Turkey can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Can he get on the end of this? Nicely weighted ball. Shot a goal!
Bir kere geldi. Nasıl ki?
What a goal!
Kimse bir defansı yok.
An
Amına
absolute
koyayım 90 gol
finish.
gol yemek veriyor.
They have stolen
90
level at the last. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Son Heung-min.
Substitution in
Just
progress.
seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And now they can clear their lines. And that's that. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end.
Hep böyle şu takıma gelişi ya. Sabah 10'da falan.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Turkey against Portugal.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway. Well, this is one boy from Croxteth who, so far as club football goes, has achieved just about everything. English football has rested on his broad shoulders for nigh on 2 decades. It is, of course, the... Oh, given away! Can he finish? What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Shevchenko really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Driving forward. That pass has been well intercepted. That's the throw. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, well played. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Rooney. Pull it. Out to the right. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Hullet. And he welcomes it in. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Kelly! Turkey with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Maldini. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Nicely aimed pass. Pele, Shevchenko. Real chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Maldini. Roberto Baggio.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's got tall. And yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Portugal grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's come to nothing. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Zanetti. Caresses it through. Hullet. Now he's off and running. And it's Figo. Vieira. Hullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. And it's Hullet. And Hullet!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Hullet. And that has left him in a heap. Shapes to shoot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Roberto Baggio has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Pele, it's a searching pass. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Portugal are looking to break at pace. And he's there to retrieve it. And that's put paid to a promising move. That is ended up in no man's land. Vieira. Half-time getting close now. Chooses to go cross-field. Otto kept his eye on it, and he's there. Elects to cross.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Played out wide. Nicely weighted ball. Shevchenko has it in a wide position. And that's aimed into the middle. It should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
There will be a throw-in. Maldini. Right, Shevchenko. Mbappe! Oh, and that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So we reach the halfway point.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So once again, we're underway. And it's Baggio. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Now then, clash of the egos. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Pelé, he's in a good position here. Shot a goal! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only...
Oh, smashing header! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Odo. And it's Zanetti. Pull it.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
And here's Figo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's well positioned here. Scholes threads one in, and this is Shevchenko. Oh, that's a key interception. Little pass back, some really good ball movement. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Can he get on the end of this? Hangs it. Bullish header! It's a loose ball. Danger averted for now.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Baresi spots it and intercepts. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Rijkaard. Pelé. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he's there to make the challenge. That has not gone well. Pull it. Now it's Mbappe. The most accurate pass. Vieira. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Just about up to 75 minutes. Tries to pass it through. Pass is just off target. Abbiati punts it upfield. Can he get it through? Swung over. Rooney. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, this looks sharp. Piqué kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Maldini.
Looking tidy in possession here. And this is Figo. Figo crosses.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Substitution for Turkey, number 15, Gullit. Number 4, Scholes. Coming on the field, number 17, Neymar. Number 24, Tonali.
Zanetti. Baresi. Turkey have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Looking for options for movement. Into the last 5 minutes.
Turkey nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, good ball. It's Iniesta! He's scored! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
All square again into the dying minutes, and the keeper's given it away. And there goes the final whistle. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
And a quick
On
reminder
either side.
today.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle, and here we go. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. He won't be happy with that one. He's looking wide. Vinicius Junior.
A great feat, that.
He has found the way through. Oh, important interception. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, shooting chance! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Opts for safety. That's a shade optimistic. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Hullet. That's been cut out, well played. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. He's come in hard. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's onside. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Hullet. It is a corner. And we have our very first corner. A header! And he has kept it out somehow.
Shevchenko actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. There's the header! Goal! Turkey! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Lewandowski. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Turkey are down to 10 men.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Substitutions taking place.
De Bruyne is behind this one. Great chance here to level it up. De Bruyne! Zanetti gets it clear. And it's Rijkaard. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Turkey clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Gattuso. Hullet. Rodri kept his eye on it, and he's there. But that has not gone well. Tries to pass it through. He's being urged to shoot. He's found a way through. Cross in, looks like a good one. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Looking for options for movement. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Turkey have rung the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Shot a goal! And that was very necessary. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And here's De Bruyne. Can he get it through? And that's been drilled. Rijkaard! Loose ball. In he goes again. Oh, it's come off the upright. They've scored! They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's bustling through here. And Shevchenko! Andrei Shevchenko! Formidable! Truly formidable! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Turkey are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Turkey go into the lead.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
De Bruyne, and it's Valverde.
There will be 3
That's
minutes
Rijkaard.
added time.
Out to the left it goes. Vinicius Junior! Fermin. Shevchenko.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
De Bruyne. Now it's Valverde. He's shifting through the gears here. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Turkey have done well to this point. At times I find myself struggling to work out just who's down to 10. That's testament to how adaptable they've been. I think if they can keep playing like this, Peter, they might just hold out.
Coming on the field is
Turkey are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. And what are we quick to recover this? He's picked his way through. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Probably be looking to play it square from here.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
It's not an especially good pass, that. That's the throw. And it is a goal kick. And this is Shevchenko. Nicely weighted ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task did he?
Vinicius Junior. And he's gone looking for safety. Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. Vinicius Junior. Lewandowski. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. Gattuso did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Vinicius Junior tries to play it through, and he welcomes it in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he's picked it up out wide. Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Substitution on the field. Number 25.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 10, De Bruyne. Number 23.
It's a sharp little ball here.
Junior.
Marquinhos.
Number 11, Robert Lewandowski. Coming on the field. Number 47.
Turkey have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution.
Number 4, Hazard.
Now that's fabulous.
Substitution.
Turkey do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And it's Hazard. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Fermin, who does have an assist to his name. And he's intervened well there. Has a look and plays it forward. And they can counter here.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Substitution in progress.
Konate. Oh, can he get onto this? Otto does really well to win the ball there. That's been slipped through. Oh, just skips past his man. He can get that clear. Referee has just said play on. Pass somewhat off target. Shapes to shoot! No mistake! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Shifted upfield. Now there's a big chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Gullit stood up well to him there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's a good spell of possession. And the shot! Gets with so little time left. Grandstand finish. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
This is threatening to become a really good game. Very much into the last knockings. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Zanetti. Looking for the run and the through ball. And this is Pele. Konate. Bellingham. For Olise. 4 extra minutes added on. Spread out to the left. Now it's Gullit. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their...